Hello, beautiful people of the interwebs! This is going to be my 16th attempt at a vlog. And it's been a while. It's been a while. I think on my last vlog I said, hey, I'm going to record vlogs, periodically to let you guys know what's going on, so I can't record Let's Plays right now, and then I didn't do that at all. Don't know if you noticed, but anyway, here I am, back. And yeah, hi! How you been? How's things? This is going to be a pretty short vlog, I think. I just basically wanted to let you know where we are, and everything right now is pretty good news. Essentially, since we last talked or did one of these vlog things, the awesome people who come to my Twitch live streams, and I know that's some of you as well, some of you come over to YouTube, but mostly they're two separate communities for some reason. I used to not be a Twitch person either. I used to be just like totally a YouTube person, so I do get that. Basically, there was like some hardcore fundraising happening over on my live streams on Twitch, and basically some of you people who are probably watching this right now have helped me out financially to be able to do what needs done to my computer, and even over and above that, so that we can get it back in a position where I can record Let's Plays without having to worry about losing content every 40 minutes or however long it goes before my entire computer freezes up. So since the last vlog that I recorded, everything that I need has been purchased, and the last piece has finally arrived. So all I basically need to do now is figure out when I can take my big computer in to the pros to install everything right and be without it for a few days, which is going to be super painful. So but hopefully I'll take it in within the next couple of weeks. I was thinking about taking it in this coming week, but there's stuff I'm supposed to be doing that's computer related, and it's just so hard to be without my computer for a couple of days, or even maybe between 3 and 5 days, depending how busy they are. And I would do it myself, but I've never replaced a motherboard, and I kind of would rather have the professionals do it than do it myself and screw something up, because if they screw it up, I can take it back and have it fixed for free. If I screw it up, gods know what's going to happen. So I wanted to take this time to do just a really quick show and tell to let you know what I got, what's going in my computer. And if this is the first vlog of mine that you've seen and you don't know the background, essentially my processor is failing. It's been freezing up my entire computer when I try to record Let's Plays, and it's also started to do it now when I'm streaming, and even now and then just when I'm gaming. So yeah, it's getting pretty bad, and the problem really was that to replace my processor, I could only get the same processor I already have, or one that was just slightly better, unless I also replaced my motherboard. And the processor that I had was kind of old, a little bit outdated, and I wanted a better processor. So in order to do that, I had to replace my motherboard. And as I said, I never really replaced a motherboard before, so that meant a lot of research and just looking into things, and then trying to make sure whatever motherboard I got was going to work with all the other parts that I got. And then, of course, new cooling for the new processor. So in the end, I got a new motherboard, new processor, and a new cooling system. And just so you know, these decisions have already been made. So I know you might mean well, but if you want to tell me, no, don't use that, you should have gotten this instead, you should send that back and get this. I've been researching this for months. These are the decisions I've made in the end, so this is what I'm going to go with, unless something goes horrifically wrong with one of these parts. This is what we're going to have. So this is just sort of an FYI. I'm not looking for any kind of technical assistance, even though I know your heart's in the right place. The main thing, the processor that I got is the Intel i7. It's a 4790K. It's open for overclocking, manual overclocking, which I currently don't know how to do, but I might want to in the future. So got that one, and this one I think has yeah, it's 4 gigahertz, 8 meg cache. So that should be considerably better than what I currently have, and hopefully cooler, because it's not AMD. Anyway, moving on. And then the motherboard that I went with, everything's still in the package. I'm gonna make them take everything apart so that I don't lose anything. The motherboard I went with is in a gigantic box for some reason, but is a Maximus 7 Hero Look at that. It's so big it doesn't even fit in the camera. I have to like move way back here. Yeah, there you go. Synesis. I actually wanted to get the Maximus 8, the newer one that came out, but unfortunately, well, no, unfortunately for me, it only takes DDR4 RAM, and I have DDR3 RAM, and my RAM has been tested extensively. There's nothing wrong with it. DDR4 RAM is still really expensive, and it just didn't seem smart to have to upgrade my RAM and spend hundreds of dollars on that when I'm already having to buy all these other expensive parts. So I decided to go with the Maximus 7 Hero, and that way I can keep the RAM that I currently have. And the RAM that I have is not the absolute possible best RAM that I could have, so I still have room for an upgrade in RAM if I wanted. And then I sort of went crazy with the cooling because I want the cooling to be really, 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 really good, so I went with the water cooling. It's a Corsair H100i. And so that's a water cooling system, and that should hopefully keep things nice and cool. I mean, like chilly cool inside, even when I'm pushing the processor and everything else to the extremes. Which, boy, the load that goes on there when you play games in full screen at HD with a bunch of HD mods, and then you record your webcam in HD, and then you record commentary with 2 separate microphones and 2 separate programs, and then you're also encoding the video on the fly. Boy, computers don't like that. They really don't. They get a little hot under the collar, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, everything is here. It's ready to go. Just have to take it in. The only other thing I can think of right now that I really want to do with my computer is I want to switch to SSDs. I currently have one regular hard drive that has both my OS and my games on it, and then I have a secondary internal hard drive that I use for recording the video. I'd like to get 2 SSDs, one for my operating system and one for my games. So, but that isn't really necessary right now. It's just what I'll be doing next. But first, to get all this stuff, all these boxes open and in the computer, and then hopefully we should be good. And I can return to recording Let's Plays, which I'm very excited about because I do miss Skyrim a lot, and I would really like to get into Dragon Age and figure out how to get past that stupid glitch and continue with that as well. So, yay! And I'll just take this opportunity to quickly just say thank you so much to everybody over at Twitch, the live streams, who really like pitched in and were like, we're gonna get that computer fixed, don't you worry about it, Reesha. And everybody was very generous and very helpful, and I really appreciate it. You don't have to do that. You don't even have to come to live streams or talk or anything. You certainly don't have to leave a tip, but you guys did, and that's super amazing and super awesome, and I really, really appreciate it. And if there's anybody over here who doesn't come to the live streams on Twitch, you're very welcome. Just so you know, I currently have this thing going, like this special planned, where when there's 500 followers on the Twitch channel, I'm going to do a one day only, all day live stream of Minecraft for the first time. I've never played the game. I've only seen bits and pieces of it. I've been asked several times, do you play Minecraft? Will you play Minecraft? Do you want to play Minecraft? And it's not something that I think that I would do on my own, so I kind of have it set up as like a special. So if you want to come by, hang out at the live streams, we can chat live instead of this commenting thing. Drop a follow over there if you like what you see, and soon we should be at that 500 and it'll be Minecraft. And it's funny, I actually really like crafting things in games. I like collecting things and I like crafting things, but I'm terrible at building things where like I have to build the shapes myself and like be creative about how I want to build it. If it's one thing if it's like there's a set design. If you look at Hearthfire in Skyrim, there's a set design and you can decide which pieces you want to have there and which ones you don't, but you don't actually have to like build it yourself. I'm pretty sure in Minecraft you have to really build it yourself, and that scares me because I'm terrible at that sort of thing. But I guess we'll see how it goes. A couple of other things have, changed as well, as you might have noticed. No more scary serial killer hallway behind me like there used to be. There's just like it's like a panel separator behind me now as the backdrop. I'm not using it at the moment, but I have my external microphones set up to be able to use when I'm live streaming, which gives a better commentary sound And I've been working on like making overlays and stuff like that, you know, just little things, but just trying to improve here and there. So stuff is happening. It's good. Once I have all this stuff in the system and we're all upgraded and good to go, I'll be recording again. I'll probably either just start recording again, start throwing it out there, or I might record another vlog just to let you know, here we go. things are back to normal again. Yay! And one of the things that I do want to start soon after I get all this stuff in and have my computer back and running again, in addition to the Let's Plays of Skyrim and Dragon Age that are ongoing, I want to do Mass Effect. And I have been thinking about this a lot lately. Mass Effect has a voiced protagonist that it's not mute. And in Skyrim and in Dragon Age, your character is mute and you can voice them. It's really easy to role play them. I don't think that's quite as easy in Mass Effect because your dialogue is already spoken for you. There's not a lot of room to maneuver. So I have been thinking I'm probably going to do Mass Effect as a live stream instead of as a Let's Play, and try to stick to Let's Playing role-playing games where I really want to be fully immersed in the game and being my character, which I don't think really works in a live stream setting. So I feel like there is kind of this crowbar separation of what works well for me in live streaming and what works well for me in Let's Playing. And I think that separation is an RPG that you can really role play, preferably that has a mute character. So that's where I'm leaning with that. We'll see what happens, but I'm hoping to start streaming Mass Effect soon after I get the computer back. I don't want to start it right now. I mean, like, I do want to start it right now. Like, I'd like to start it right this second, but I don't actually want to start it right now because of the computer freezing up. And in the case of, Mass Effect losing my save, is kind of a big deal. So I don't really want to do that until everything's installed and I verified that everything's working properly. Like I said, this is going to be a short one. I didn't have a lot to say. I just wanted to update you and let you know that things are moving quickly in a good direction, and I should be able to return to Let's Plays very, very soon, return to the world of Skyrim, and so hopefully you'll be seeing more of me soon. Thanks very much for sticking with me, guys, and I really appreciate the comments that I've been receiving lately on older videos. It's kind of nice to go back to them and be like, oh yeah, I remember that. So thanks very much for, hanging around and letting me know what you think, and I hope to see you again soon on the next Let's Play video, which will be sooner rather than later. And until then, I hope you have a great night. Bye!